should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community. Opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time when he cannot even deliver? We will do that. But we have appealed to them, including their detractors, their collaborators, to see reason to, as fast as possible, quickly drop their arms so that we can once again reoccupy our peaceful position in Nigeria.
Appears like the same script all over again. Let me just take a reaction on social media. This is from Sumto, who wrote, Nigerian soldiers still on revenge mission. Another community set ablaze by Nigeria Army in Delta State. Meanwhile, in the north, Boko Haram terrorists are granted amnesty. Fulani herdsmen are protected by the government. Bandits are getting paid and rehabilitated. These are criminals and terrorists responsible for the deaths of thousands of Nigerians, including Nigerian soldiers and police officers. It's only in the southeast and the south-south that the Nigerian military goes on revenge missions. Why not go after the perpetrators and leave innocent civilians out of this? Why burning down the whole community? You see, Rufai, there is already the ethnic tone, which is actually re-echoed on social media.
Hello Nigerians, you're welcome back to this channel and thank you for joining me once again today. Now I believe you listened to that particular army officer. I believe you heard all what he said. You see, it is only in Nigeria that you begin to hear things like this. It is only in Nigeria that you hear that a terrorist can later become the president of the country. You know, in other countries, the military go against go after the terrorists. The military go after bandits, you know. But here in Nigeria, the Nigerian army pamper bandits and terrorists, but they go after civilians. They fight civilians, they kill civilians in cold blood. This is a clear evidence that even the Nigerian military has actually failed us. I'm telling you the truth. The Nigerian military that is supposed to defend the civilians, protect the civilians, are against the civilians, and they are now protecting terrorists and kidnappers and, you know, bandits. I'm telling you the truth. You know, something actually happened recently and people don't really know what was the reason behind the killings of those soldiers in Delta State. I'm going to show that in this video. But like I said in my previous video, I totally condemn the killings of these soldiers. But there is something that is happening in Nigeria that I do not understand. In the northern part of Nigeria, soldiers are being killed on daily basis. Soldiers are being gunned down, and even civilians are being gunned down on daily basis by these Boko Haram fighters and these hoodlums. But nothing is done to them. You see it? The military do not, you know, take any action against these people. But come to the southeast and the south-south. That is where they show their power. Where there is no gunmen, where there is no Boko Haram terrorists there. That is where they show their power. Look at a senior officer now saying that there is need to forgive Boko Haram members and because they can actually become the president of the country. That is the kind of mentality and mindset that we have in this country. And that's why the people occupying one political position or the other, you know, I always found one thing. If not for bribery and corruption, then they have a hand in the insecurity issues in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. I want you to listen to this particular from Delta State where that particular killings of soldiers happened, and listen to him and get a first-hand information from him. And when we come back, we'll just wrap up the video.
The information that you have as the leader in that area, what are those information? What do you know? What can you tell us? Because the information that we have is that those soldiers lost their lives on Okwama soil. Those people were killed right when Okwama people are there, and they are killing as much as lieutenant colonels, killing majors. These are highly placed military officers in the Nigerian army.
Yeah, from the information coming from the press and the reports we heard was that the soldiers had met the community leaders and they have been welcomed with the traditional way of welcoming visitors, the colonels, with a sign of peace, usually supported with some token of money. That was done. And I understand that when the soldiers wanted to ask for 3 of the leaders to go along with them, the people refused. and then the soldiers started shooting. That was what the papers reported, not what I saw, what the papers reported. And that report has been consistent over the period. And I think it was on their way out that the killing took place. The sad killing took place. Now, until investigations come out, we cannot really say precisely who did the killing, because we're also talking about militants who also came around that area. And militants are neither on one side or the other side. So we cannot judge at this time and point fingers at that particular person or particular persons that killed them. So that situation is here. That is what I will stand by.
Is it true? Because the narrative coming from your people are such that there are reprisals from the military. Is that true?
Yeah, we saw the video where the community was being burnt down.
But are those recent videos, though?
Yes, they are recent.
Can you confirm that Okwama has been under siege, under attack?
Yes.
That's what you know.
Yeah,
right now.
they said the reprisal took place, and I don't think that the reprisal has been denied.
Has anybody been killed in Okwama village?
Yeah, people have been killed.
Community.
People have been killed, and children, pregnant women, some are still in the bushes, and the old people said the bushes.
Is it by the militants or who are those killing your people?
The report said that it was a reprisal after the discovery of the death of the soldiers.
By the soldiers?
That was the same reprisal.
But the military has since come out that that is not true.
Because they even said that reprisal even spread all the way to Bayelsa, from what we are reading in the papers, what we are getting from the news.
But what are your people telling you on the ground?
That's the same thing the people are saying. The people are saying the military came for reprisal. And the whole place have been deserted, the houses have been bombed, and children, pregnant women, old people, they are there. It's a pathetic situation. It's a pathetic situation on all sides there.
The military has since said that is not true, that nobody, their men have done nothing. They have waited and to the instructions of the commander-in-chief, the CNC, the president, and that nothing of such has happened, and that the community is playing cheap politics over this matter.
I wouldn't want to argue that with reports you are seeing coming from the military. But if independent people go to the place is there. Let the independent people go to the place. And somehow, unfortunately, when the governor visited, when the Delta State governor visited, the press were not allowed to come in.
We understand that the governor perhaps was not even able to get to the Okwama.
No, the governor got there, but the press was not even allowed to come in.
We understand that the governor was not even allowed to get there.
The press were not allowed to come in. So we still wonder why the press was not allowed to come in to give us another view of the situation. The press also come in. Why not? Who stopped the press from coming? Why wouldn't the press come in?
What don't we know that you can tell us? So, I mean, the information that you have as the leader in that area.
Yeah, so I believe you heard him. You listened to what he said. The soldiers are killing innocent people in Delta State, even pregnant women and children. But look at a senior officer telling us that a Boko Haram fighter can actually become the president of Nigeria. Anyway, guys, I want to stop here and allow you to drop your comments in the comment section.